Hello everyone and welcome to Vtracc Round 2. We are here, as you can see, at the Nordschleife. We are exactly speaking at the carousel right now, Karussell, as you say it in German. And we are going to watch our favorite racing VTubers participate in this beautiful race. And I am not alone here today. With me are going to be two very special people. So, first of all, we have Sebastiano Rossi.
Hello everyone. You might remember me from Continental Circus, where I did commentary for all the races, and you might also remember me that the first time I did commentary was the last Vtracc race we had around Nordschleife. And last time, when that happened, I commentator cursed 8 people. And I'm just planning to either double or triple my body count. I'm aiming for 16, 24, or even more if I can. It's going to be fun!
Well, I have to say, we currently have 24 people in the server, so if you manage to triple it, it's the entire field. So, good luck with that. Additionally, in the commentary booth as well with us today is one of our newer staff members here, and his lovely British accent. It's Charlton Bertoni.
Hello everyone. Oh, what an introduction. I truly am humbled. Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here. The Nord always gives. It is the gift that keeps on giving, and I'm sure with Rossi here, there'll be plenty of paperwork scratched and curses to come. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yes, you will be looking forward to it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to think of that right now. So there is quite a lot of, ill-wishing going on here in the booth. We are not ill-wishing on any of the competitors today. I am only ill-wishing on my co-commentators today. So, yeah, I hope that is a fair enough assessment of the situation. Anyways, let's take a look. We are currently at the end of the free practice session. We're waiting for everyone to finish their current free practice stints. Taking a look at Electroshock right now. Of course, the Nordschleife is a huge track. It's long as fuck, some might say, and I'm very sorry for swearing there. I just did it. Anyways, we're not going to continue with that. It is a very long circuit. Electroshock showing us the longest straight, actually, on the potential ACC calendar, the Döttinger Höhe. So coming up to the end of the lap already. Yeah. Do you guys have much experience driving this behemoth of a circuit?
Yes. Yes.
Go on, Mr. Rossi.
Don't worry. Okay, so myself, I do have experience racing around Nordschleife, but it is mostly outside of ACC. I did race here once, and I kinda murdered Akito Asusagawa here in the BMW M2s, and so, yeah, my only experience in ACC around Nordschleife, driving it, that was an interesting one. However, I do have experience doing commentary for an ACC race around here, and it was a very good one, very entertaining one for both the right and the wrong reasons. What about you, Charles?
For me, I have raced around the Nords quite a lot, albeit in the McLaren, the Ferrari, and the Lexus, and soon to be the Ford Mustang, I'm sure. I love the circuit a lot, and it's just one of those you just always have to be on it, I feel. In any slip of the moment, and your lap is gone, and possibly your entire race, so I sincerely can't wait to see what this produces.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be quite a lot of battling going on here today. Of course, if you're new here, we have 3 classes racing. We have the Pro class. One of the drivers in this class is Isaac Ambres. You can tell them on the left by the black number on the white background. Then we have the white number on the silver backgrounds. For example, Nako Kitten here. That is the silver class. So about midfield drivers, and then of course we have our AM drivers, for example Zero Alexandra here driving with the Mustang.
Oh,
yeah,
that's the first one.
That is already a start, and that is easily done simply because if you set your car up on this circuit, you usually set it up for the Nordschleife, and the GP circuit will be challenging then. So yeah, that is the black numbers on the red background on the left. That is the AM class. However, the first one to come around here for a running lap is going to be Isaac Ambres, it seems.
Oh, bit of Mercedes action. Isaac always being synonymous with the Mercedes as I've seen them in the championship. Clear consistency, some might say, but we'll see how much they can make the Mercedes fly.
One thing I do know for sure, Isaac does not like the Nordschleife. He told me a bunch of times in DMs, the Nordschleife sucks, it is so bad. I'm sorry, Isaac, you are a dear friend of mine, but that is an opinion for sure. That is a very strong opinion, that it's a hot take.
I mean, it is also my opinion, to be quite fair. So Isaac, a person of my very own heart. Yeah.
But yeah, watch Isaac after all those complaints like, oh, the Nordschleife sucks, I hate it. Watch him strike a pole position. I call it here. Like, that would be hilarious. To have a driver that complains about the track and then go faster.
You know what? I genuinely have a little bit of an unsurety about the pole today. I think it's going to be... I think Omet's actually been pretty rapid in the Audi around here as well. If they don't overpush and go sideways, as is synonymous with Omelette, as I like to name them. But
yeah,
they have them quite pacey in the Audi. I think they have a good shot at poles today. That's my hedging bet. I'll bet a few goals on it.
Yeah. We do know that Omet is pretty quick, and I think they're also one of the few drivers to actually make the Audi behave in a way that does not want to kill the driver. I think they're also the only Audi on the grid as well. There are also Asadin Empire, which has historically always been faster. There is also Ruby Nekomata on the Nissan GTR, the Giga Chad. She's been one of the fastest drivers that we've ever had here in Vtracc, and the GTR is a choice. And that makes it all the better.
And can I just say, if we're going on about pros right now, I'm also going to mention Biggie Hugs, because god damn it, Biggie is driving the Bentley, and any Bentley driver has deserved a shout out in my opinion.
Yeah,
I was going to literally hand the reins to you. I was like, Julian, do I have to ask? But you just took the words out of my mouth, honestly.
You don't even have to tell me that. I am going to take the opportunity to shout out any Bentleys. Anyways, for now, we are on board with Isaac Ambres, and we will stay on board for this entire massive 8+ minute lap.
Oh, down to third there. Oh, interesting. Oh! Yeah, I thought it was going a little bit deep there. The one thing I will say about the AMG, I've driven it quite a bit for Bathurst, and it loves to throw its weight around. You really have to make it turn on a dime with the trail braking. So, interesting to see Ambres there go down to third for that corner. I think they're trying to get a bit more to grips with how they can get the most out of the AMG.
Okay, and now comes the technical section. I want to see how this AMG behaves here on the downhill, especially considering all the off-camber and on-camber, I guess you could call them, corners, with all the banking here, and we're here at the triple apex corner, which is hit miss, if I recall correctly. Yeah, good one, good one. And now the corner where I killed Akito Susagawa. Very clean, Isaac. Very good.
Julian, have you used the Bentley much here? I'm quite curious. I've seen Bentley have a very big run from one particular guy called Nathan Henderson, but hit me with it.
Oh, Nathan Henderson, that is a name that brings back memories. Used to drive here with the Nissan if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Well, no, those were some times.
Nissan.
Yeah, I did drive it once or twice with the Bentley, and yeah, it is an experience.
The sun in that section, that's a flashbang.
It is a flashbang. However, after some feedback that I've received from the practice server, it has been moved 1 hour forward from 7 AM to 8 AM, so it is less of a flashbang now.
Yeah, I would hate to be the driver that discovered that 7 AM sun was literally your vision privileges revoked. That would have sucked because that would not have been a good quarter of an hour. Thank you, Jojo. Finally, good English.
You got there in the end. That's what I have to say.
Yeah.
There's one thing that is missing today, ladies and germs, and that is Alexis. And I'm very disappointed again. Alexis is so good at this circuit. Why is no one picking it? Oh, pains me so.
Well, we do not have the Lexus, but we have pretty much the next best thing, which is we have 5 Ford Mustangs on the grid.
God.
Yeah.
Look, I love the Ford. I do. Oh, someone's being a lawnmower. Oh, never mind. Yeah, look, I do love the Ford Mustang a lot, and I have been using it and abusing it quite a fair bit at the moment. But the Lexus here, particularly, as well as Paul Ricard, but here I feel like it flows so well. It's one of those cars I think that you just have to give it a run in personally.
The only unfortunate situation about the Lexus in ACC, of course, is that custom liveries in-game are not really supported, or not at all supported. However, it is a very cool car to drive. I have driven it in the past, quite a few patches ago, to be quite honest, not very recently. But it is a massively fast front-engine car, so exactly something up my alley as well. Oh, a bit of a jump there by Isaac.
We've got something like that.
Yeah, that is Flux, if I recall correctly, right? Ooh, jump. Isaac was lucky to keep the car on track. That was kind of scary for us commentators. Though to be fair, in my experience, scary stuff for the commentators is usually less scary for the drivers because you're the one in control. You know what the car is doing. You have the feedback from your wheel. So it's less of a scare, but still kind of a scare.
This is why I don't like roller coasters. Genuinely, I'm not even joking. I hate roller coasters because you just don't control the speed.
Same. But hey, we see here Isaac Amberson letting her hurt, and I do remember on my times here doing the Nürburgring 2.4 race room, top speed was actually very important here, and I do know that the Mustangs actually have a very good top speed here, while still keeping 5th gear because they almost never put 6th gear in. So it would be interesting for me to check the top speed for all the cars, see how they compare to each other. Yeah, it's already over, like even a car that is not maybe the fastest top speed wise still did that thing very quickly, as we are now seeing Isaac Ambras close the lap, last corner here, keep it steady, nice. And Isaac should be the first driver to set a lap time, I think.
Is it going to be a curse? What is?
25.7, okay.
Bested by Asa. And as you said earlier, it is very important to have a good top speed. Isaac Umbras came across the top speed measurement with 280 kilometers an hour, while Asa came around with 282 kilometers an hour.
Oh,
interesting.
Well, I did think Essa would be looking quite potent today. Doing quite well with the Ferrari lady. Oh, Matt!
Matt, P2 for Matt, only 1.2 seconds behind us. That is two fast drivers that we know are very quick, and they are confirming us that, yeah, we're quick, you gotta deal with us.
Alright, with the times coming in as they are, I've got a few Gabagols in the back pocket. Who are we putting bets on for the pro title, for the pole?
Yeah, I mean, Ruby is a strong contender, especially with the GTR. Like, that thing is a missile on the straights. But it's not really a missile in a lot of other places, so it would be interesting to see if the speed advantage that the Nissan has in a straight line will actually translate in a better lap time, or the disadvantages in the corners will translate in a worse lap time. Though, knowing Ruby, she will be able to, I wouldn't say negate disadvantages in a corner, but surely make up for it.
Interesting. Julian, give me your thoughts, Mastermind. Oh, well, I didn't need to really actually...
Well, yeah, here are my thoughts.
I couldn't even... yeah, I didn't even have to get the words out. Instantly, telekinetically, a Bentley has appeared on my screen.
I mean, do you expect anything else after the introduction that has been done earlier? Biggie hugs here.
Yeah.
Of course, having a bit of a disadvantage being from, well, pretty much the other side of the world to where the servers are located. Racing with us from Australia, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I confirm.
So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge for them to, well, not be outdone by the...
I saw a spin. I saw a spin somewhere on the Nordschleife. My camera was set on as a camera, so it is before the hairpin after the crest. English hard again. I think that was a Ferrari going backwards. That was a bit of a scare for Isaac Cambras. Yeah, sorry for interrupting the Bentley sighting, but
what we can also say is that two Aston Martins of drivers that are not usually amongst the very top have shown a very good promise here. Zula Kihara, 4.5 seconds down, and Eric Gregis just shy of 5 seconds down on the lead time so far. Those are also very good times. Keep in mind, with a full lap time of 8 minutes and 22 seconds, just being a few seconds off a lap is not as bad as it looks.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. You just find that time, these little intricates, and because the lap is so long, you're then kind of sweating. I think when you've got that, you're in the green and you're thinking, I just need to keep this up and just keep improving in certain sectors. You just push it and push it until it snaps and goes a bit too far. It's happened to me countless times. But I think
that sucks.
I think most of the pros are navigating better times at the moment, as I've got a little peep on my race control. Oh, it's all hotting up.
It seems Ruben Ekumata is coming around for finishing the first valid lap time of the day.
Drum roll.
Let's see what's he going to be.
That is a hammer down.
My God. That's quick, huh? That is very quick. I think that Asa is going to be like, wait, what? How much time do I have to shave off? That is a lot.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That is certainly a little smidgen of a gap. I think it's going to be all the gobble ghouls in for P2 then, by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. You know what? When the boost kicks in for the Nissan, though, it does sound tremendous. Is that a bit of damage on Ian the Terrible's car as well?
I think so. Yeah, damage. That is damage on the front on that NSX. Not ideal. Usually you want a car in pristine conditions to go as fast as possible, but I don't think that damage is going to slow down the car too much. In a noticeable way, probably, but not excessively.
One of the things I will say is I think quite a few of the the amateurs as well are trying to get their laps sorted out, as well as the pro-ams, and it's all, yeah, I mean, people have got to get a lap down at least, otherwise the grid's going to be as it is, and it's going to be a massive toss-up by the looks of things.
Yeah. Got to agree on that, 1000%.
It seems like Kaito and Nasa are also having a bit of damage already.
Ooh.
But to be fair, it is the Nordschleife. Damage is kind of expected.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really disagree with that. We'll go.
Yeah.
Maybe? No, yeah.
Yeah.
1000% agree, yeah.
But
Fair enough.
what we can see is Ubi Diaz already putting in a very good lap time, out-qualifying all of the valid silver lap times so far.
Ooh.
That's a quick time for an arm. That is very quick, actually.
Suspicious. Joking. No, I think that's I think that's just a brilliant lap, honestly. And the Mustang goes pretty well here. You just gotta get used to the way it grips round. I've had a teammate of mine, Mr. Goose is his name, and he complained to me excessively. He drives a Lambo. He's gotten used to the Ford now, but my lord, the understeer for him, from what he's used to, is something you really have to get the hang of.
We're now seeing Luna Liepo, pardon if I mispronounced it, with the other end tackling the first sector of the Nordschleife. Why did I have a French accent there? I don't know. But yeah, we see them actually, please do not hate me for that, but missing a lot of apexes. They're not using all the track here. To an extent, not unexpected from an AR, but we will see also what the lap time is going to be at the end, because let's remember, the person in P8 is an AM, but they went pretty fast for 2 wheels on the grass. 2 wheels on the grass again.
As we've said earlier, though, it is just important here to finish. Like, to finish first you have to finish. And not using all of the track and not risking an off track is maybe the better choice to first finish.
Yeah,
I completely agree with that. And judging by the timesheets at the moment, they're actually going to put in a time, and that would put them P12, which, you know, you're looking at a 25 car grid.
Ooh.
So
Isaac Andras in P3.
I would literally.
That's an improvement.
I'd literally be out of the back of the car pushing it over the line if I had to, because I'd literally still be in P12. So fair play to them, honestly. I completely get it. I completely get it.
Like, that is one of the things that I do not like about, Schleife, that is qualifying. Because yes, it is like beautiful, oh wow, all these people pushing the car around the track, all those things. But if you get one off track, one lap invalidated, like 6 minutes in, that is 6 minutes down the drain, and you gotta start all over again, setting up a new lap time. That's heavy. That is a lot to sustain.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the one thing I really dislike about the Nordschleife and all these variations.
That's why it's so breathtaking to see people going for lap records, be it in Sims or be it IRL, with the continuous challenges that Porsche are regularly doing, for example, to keep improving the lap records on the Nordschleife. It is really amazing to see the drivers being able to push it to the limit while still keeping it between the white lines for so long. So it's just a matter of replicating that in Sim.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that.
Do you know what? There's one car, I think it's in the 24 hours of Nords or something like that, where it's like a Dacia something. Like it's a really
It's Sandero! Yes.
It's not. I don't know if it's a No, I'm not sure what it is. Basically, there's a team that purposefully are allowed to bring an older, more modified saloon car that's typically probably used for a Soviet family, and they race it around the track. I have to find the exact model of it, but honestly,
it is
you
a
say about
Dacia.
breaking records, and
It's a
It is a
Dacia
Dacia.
Logan.
Why is it?
Dacia Logan.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's
it's not the
the
Sandero.
one.
The Sandero is the
No.
one James is obsessed with, but yeah, the Logan, Dacia-chan is the absolute Goteon in Schleife with the Obelmanta. Those two cars, for the 24 hours and the NLS, they are fan favorites. They are also my favorites because they are absolutely beautiful, and I like the idea of bringing those cars to a GT3 fight. That is just
Yeah.
kiss.
But it's also that in recent years, or I think last year it started, that the Dacia Logan had competitors on the circuit which were classed in the same class as them. I think it started out with a singular Audi TT, a Quattro TT.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
they were classed in the same class, and I think the next time around there were even a few more cars. So everyone that is currently listening, if you ever want to drive IRL around the Nordschleife, you just need to get a car that is about the same power as a Dacia Logan.
Yeah.
I'm literally looking. I will be on Auto Trader right after this cast. Just to sort of chime back with some of the lap times, it seems like Amet's going a bit quicker on the Delta at the Memento. Possibly might take P2. Unsure.
On current pace, that should be potentially P2. Yeah. On current pace.
At least 20 gabagools here on P2, I think, unless somehow Omelette manages to touch a bit of grass, which is something she's not very great at.
Is Gabagool now our official currency, or what?
It
I guess
has to
so.
be. It has to be. I don't know. It's synonymous with Vtracc. I remember the little emote, and I don't know. Just amuses me.
There is traffic for Amet ahead. Will she be able to deal with it?
Listen, I'm a glass half full kind of person, and what I say is, if they get up to that main straight together, and the Mustang pulls that Audi along, could be even better.
Yeah, true that. But the Mustang is also qualifying, and as a reminder, we do not allow racing under qualifying, so will be interesting to see what these guys are and girls are going to do. It is going to be very interesting. I fear for the worst, but I hope for the best.
I think, Julian, if you're Omet right now behind the wheel, you're probably blowing on your screen as hard as you can to push the Mustang up.
Yeah.
That would be one way to deal with that mentally, yes, I think. It would also be possible for Electroshock here to go around the outside of the.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
But what I was thinking, maybe let them past, purposefully let them past, and that way you can maybe get dragged along a bit, because we know that Omet is a fast driver, but.
Omet, don't. That is against the rules, Omet. That is a lap ruined for traffic. Oh, Omet, don't! Is racing under qualifying, or did the Mustang let her through? I do not know. I'm not sure.
Well, to me, it did not look like it was a let through, to be quite honest. But I'm just going to. We're just gonna let the stewards decide that.
The stewards, aka you. Oh, Matrix, no!
I don't think I'm
Matrix.
shooting here.
Well, lucky you.
I can hear Julian right now unsheathing the baton with a big track logo on it. So, Omet, if I were you, I'd drive a bit quicker. Oh, actually, judging by the timesheets, it might not be P2.
Yeah, right now that is a good enough data for P3, I think. Barely outside of P2.
Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, the last cast I did here, pretty much most of that cast was me and Asa just screaming. So it's quite nice to have a bit more of a calmer, calculated approach today. Oh, I say that, but Omer, the time is dancing.
I
Yeah, don't
mean,
worry, I can be similar.
it-
Like, you didn't hear me last time. Yesterday I was racing in KCG, which is the Track.eu series for race room racing experience. I was screaming the whole time. I've been battling with 45 minutes for P2 in class in TCR. That was a lot.
and I was screaming the
Wait.
entire time as well in the commentary booth yesterday, so yeah. That's why I had to have 2 commentator assistants today.
I don't blame you. My race control is saying that Omet is 9.3 up on the delta. What?
Yeah,
That
I
can't be
think
right.
it's
Maybe.
broken.
Maybe they had an issue on the original lap in a certain corner and they now caught all of that up.
Are they going to take
Yeah.
P1?
Maybe.
No
That would be
way.
enough for getting P1. That is almost 10 seconds now, 9.6. Yeah, that is enough to take P1.
That
easy.
looks very
Is
good.
it P1?
And
P1?
yeah,
Oh
P1.
my god!
Oh, holy hell. You could hear a fangirling Britain here.
Also, that is pointing about also you lost.
Oh my lord. I didn't know who to hand the reins to as I couldn't contain myself. I apologise, everyone at home. I did not expect that whatsoever. I saw the time creep up, and I don't know. That's a lot of gabagool. I just won, I guess. I thought it was going to be only P2, but it's a P1. I can't believe it. What?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but no one bet against you there, so you're actually just getting back what you put in. Anyways, we're going to see Exotilobita here finishing their lap. Luckily, we set the session overtime to 12 minutes so everyone could have their go. Quite a few laps that have not... quite a few drivers that have not managed to fulfill the laps. Ubitia here, however, looking to finish their lap beautifully. Coming up to the start-finish line now. Let's take a look at what the time will be.
Is it valid though? Yeah, it is valid.
It is
Okay.
valid. It's going to put them in P11.
Oh.
Already
Yeah.
put you quite a far ahead of the rest of the grid. Now, before we continue, we are going to quickly... go into a bit of a black screen. However, what did you guys think so far of qualifying?
Anna.
Wait, Rossi, do you have more to say before I
Omet was a big surprise. Not going to lie, I did not expect Omet to actually say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to shave off enough time to get P1 all of this sudden.
I'm literally... I can't put on my camera for the stream, obviously, but I am literally sunk down into my chair, melting. I can't believe what I just witnessed. I really can't. I genuinely thought that maybe it was a P2, and then it's seeing the time shoot up. It's that one occasion that Omelette just... I keep saying Omelette. That Omelette just pulls it out of the bag on an absolute flyer, you know. It was just danced on the limit. I saw quite a bit of the lap and... Wow.
Yeah. To be fair, our LGBT residents of Track.eu are also the fastest usually on track. Well, the track trans people are the fastest on track, so yeah, that was pretty funny to say. But wow, Omet, I knew she was fast. I didn't know she was that fast.
20 seconds.
Truly, I mean, do you know what as well? We've got Deus there, you know, who's done an absolutely fantastic job
10 seconds.
putting it in PA. Like, honestly, fair. My hat is off. My figurative hat is off. My Lexus hat was on earlier, but it's too damn hot.
Yeah.
Kohai as well. Kohai's come back and they've put it pole for silver there. Absolutely fantastic work. And it's just, the field is quite, you know, there's quite a lot to the field. Little shout out to Mr. Brunch there. You're in a BMW though, so a bit disappointed.
Eric Gragis is not starting.
What's this?
Okay, they did start later, but they did start. But yeah, that was something. To be fair, one thing that you might have heard me saying, oh no, Matrix Zanes, our resident VTuber Clipper, has just said in the chat, Spinala. I fear that Matrix might have stolen every body count we might ever possibly claim for this race with commentators' curses. So, fear.
I think we need to cover Julian's eyes. The 95 Bentley is starting from the pit lane.
Oh no! I did see a car disappearing from the starting grid. That is, I feel so bad for them.
Well,
yeah.
if there's one person that seems to do pretty immaculate recovery drives, I have to hand it to Hugs. That is the person.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've seen them do it countless times across a few leagues, far gone and all sorts really. So I have to see how they get on.
We gotta be ready. We are going to go green soon. Our drivers need to be ready and green off. Start of this round 3 of the Vtracc Championship. We're seeing the car racing all the way into T1. I hope there won't be a big Nyan in T1. I saw a billboard smashing into many pieces, but it seems it's clear. Very clear, very clean. No big Nyan. Yeah, everything is good.
What the hell's going on, Julian?
Yeah.
Have you got an answer? Why? It's all clean. What's happened?
It's all clean. Yeah, it seems like our VTubers here are just pulling it together today beautifully, putting it together nicely, and they are, well, they are clean. They are mostly clean here throughout the beginning, which is beautiful to see.
I have never seen a Nürburgring T1 being this clean, not just in ACC, but ever, as we see competing with Rubina Komata to get back TP1, and she's doing it with us in the Empire right behind. Now Ruby needs to do her magic that she did at the beginning of the race. Now with us right behind them. It's going to be a bit tricky. Now Matt going defensive. Oh, Alsa! Big the big Nyan happened, and Alsa the Empire is sideways. That is not good, but the top 2 keeps on going as if not really much happened. That is unlucky, but that was a bit of a as we see now Ruby the Pomata going side by side into the first sector of the Nordschleife with Tomatom. She's going to oh, that's a bit of wall touching. Isaac Cambras enjoying this spectacle with first seat throw. As I also see a yellow flag right behind. It's not clear. I also see other yellow flags.
Oh my god! I can't believe it.
Outside the Empire is sideways again.
No!
And that's a throwback to be. Oh god, I'm seeing a lot happening behind. Biggie Hugs got Savage J got spun around, and Biggie Hugs was able to recover very nicely. Oh, wow! Who's in the wall? I saw someone else in the wall. Who was that?
What is going on?
I think that was Zero Alexander. Yeah, Zero Alexander. Car is stopped on the side of the track. That does not look like a healthy Mustang. That is... that might be a DNF. No, the car is moving. The car is moving again.
My heart can't take this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. Ooh. That was... Ooh. Not nice.
There's too much to digest from all of that, I have to say.
It wasn't T1, huh? At least it wasn't Turn 1. As we're not seeing Omet pulling a gap from Rubin and Komata. And Isaac Cambras also being quite behind the top 2. With the Technoburst boys being 3, 4, 5 with all those front engine cars. That is interesting.
Well, yeah, very much. I mean, I think there's just so much to unpack from that initial first few laps there, and so many position changes, but Omet just really had their hands full with the top three, and you can just see it there. The braking just, the Mustang has great brakes, but you can just overdo it there into that section, and the lockup was just too much. Oh no, Technoburst are getting a bit racy now. Oh Lord, it's all kicking off. And I think Gregis is potentially sizing up a move, asking the question there of their teammate. I'm sure the director is pulling their hair out as usual when the Technoburst cars get very close together. Oh, Rossi, I can't handle it. What is going on?
Yeah, well, those are technically my teammates also fighting, so I'm not sure I can handle myself as well. As we're now seeing a fight for P7 overall, but between drivers in two different classes. Ubista and Kuhai are... Well, Ubista is in a higher class, so there isn't really a big reason for them to fight Kuhai. Maybe if they want to catch Gregis back up, I mean, they're not too fast, so they might do that. Savage DJ!
No, Diaz! Oh, it's all gone wrong for Diaz, hasn't it? They've lost so many places and...
And Spinala! There we go, in the wall. Okay, on the brakes, very good. They tried to rejoin. That was a bit of an unlucky timing, but could have been worse.
Yeah, I just feel like on the yellow flags, yellow flags, you just got to be careful and give it more caution. Oh God! As caution gets thrown to the wind by Gregis there. Number 22 nearly into the back of their teammate, the 21 Technoburst. So yeah, it's almost a bit of a Hamilton-Rosberg maneuver. I thought was about to incur, but it's getting a bit close between these two. Ubista's chasing up behind as well. Brunch Club doing its thing.
Yeah, Jordan, I'm going to return for real this time, Brunch.
Oh, Mr. Brunch being chased at the moment by
call him
Mustang.
out there. Beautiful.
Oh, that's position. That is position for Jordan Brunch. And potentially also for Electroshock as Neko Kitten went wide around the Caracciolo carousel. And Electroshock wasn't able to capitalize on that, but Jordan did, as they are now right behind, I think, Ubista, that actually lost quite a lot of time from Dirty Kuhai, which himself also gained a position on DVT, or who is in P8 right now, I do not know.
If Brunch takes P1 today in class, I will learn to play the bagpipes. I swear to God.
Yeah, the Brunch is...
And they're actually making a position check.
The YouTube corner. It is not for class, it is for overall positions, but damn, Jordan Brunch is literally sending it.
Oh, but I think I just saw the reason. Ubiza's front looks a bit damaged.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. I think there was definitely some. Yeah, look, the front looks a bit biffed.
Well, come to look at it, the rear as well.
Oh yeah, that's not a happy car at the moment. There is a mandatory pit, so it might be worth taking that early stop and just going long if you want to see if you've got an opportunity a bit later into the race. But Bethesda's going to be holding up. I think the car's behind now potentially.
Also, I've just noticed it says pit window will open in 47 minutes.
Not a pit window. The pit window will continue to stay open for 47 minutes.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I do not know how to read as Neko Kitten. Oi, that is... I done that on Gran Turismo a few times. That is never fun.
Oh no, Ian!
Oh, Yandy terrible. Yandy terrible. Oh, what happened? Oh, that's... Ouch, that is not...
Luckily for all competitors behind Ian there came to stop off the racing line, and luckily for Ian now coming around for the last part of the circuit to go into the pits immediately. As we see, Electroshock also went into the pits.
I think that's DNF or like toe back to the pits. And is that I think Zays right behind them?
It looks to be a toe back to the pits, because here we have Omet Ohm, the current leader of the race, coming around to start the second lap.
Oh, 1.8's the gap. I think this is going to hot up between these two. Absolutely. It's the Nissan's definitely got quite a lovely bit of boost. I'm not sure how the Audi handles that massive straight. Oh, DJ, how brave do you feel?
Oh, that BMW is quite quick in a straight line, especially if driven by a Turkish driver. It's home advantage.
Yeah, also, Also, regardless of how brave you feel, that is a big gap that you're not going to be able to. Neko Kitten going very slow. That is not something not to see. Bentley is diving into the pit. Biggie hugs with the undercut. That is a must cut.
Wow, interesting. Oh, DJ!
DJ,
oh, how brave you!
A reminder, this is not for position. Unlike Ivano, that is not for position. DJ is just trying to extend the gap from P2 in class, which is Yandy terrible.
What is... DJ is just on a roll lately with some of these races. What is going on?
Yeah, DJ is just weak.
Right on the edge. Holds it. Keeps it.
That's a bit too hot. That's a bit too hot into the corner, but Neko Kitten is going to say, "You let me get into the battle for my class. You stay out." Oh, well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was expecting that. It was just pushed a bit too far. The McLaren, they're just a little bit of the wooden brakes, as I like to say for it, and it's just yeah. I think it's just too late. Look, the rear there's got the damage anyway. It's gonna lock up, and that is unfortunately how the story goes.
Way too late on the brakes. Yikes!
But yeah, I mean, you know, there's still plenty of time. They can make up the positions, but Kenneth Loskalost is leading at the moment for the silver class with Kohai right behind. So, there's too much action to cover. Really is. Don't know how the Porsche is going to cover it though. I think it has a really nice advantage in some of the corners, but when it comes to the straights, it is a bit of an issue.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Oh, that's in the wall. Eric Gregg is in the wall. That was an unlucky hit, curb hitting. Like you can see, the car hit the curb there, bounced weirdly, and then was sent into the wall. That is unlucky. Oh, I feel so sorry for Gregg.
Well, that's one less Techno Burst car that's going to be fighting for the top three. I mean, Umbrus at the moment holds quite a dominant position over third, but there's only a 1.1 gap between third and fourth at the moment.
Yeah,
It does mean though that Eric Gregg is now behind Kenneth Loskalost and Dirty Kohai, who are currently fighting.
Going for it! And they're side by side, send it into that corner. Good overtake from Kohai.
Wow.
That is very good, but as I was about to say earlier, Eric Gregg did not lose a position in class, as the car behind is Ubista in P9 overall, and I think that is P6 in class. So, despite technically losing 2 positions overall, Eric Gregg did not lose any position in class, so points-wise, they're going to be good.
Wow.
It could be better, but it's not worse.
What has Kohai had for breakfast today? It must not be like the traditional British beans on toast or something. Today he added a bit of chili to that, because what was that overtake that we just saw earlier there?
One of the best breakfasts in Britain as a kid was called Ready Breck, and it was one of the finest porridges there ever was. And I'm sure Kohai has packed a few bowls full of that. That was some big stuff.
Yeah, probably. Also, I have to say that was a textbook overtake. Like, Kohai read the book about how to overtake. He saw, yeah, I can replicate that. And he did. That was very, very nice.
And it looks...
Oh yeah, sorry.
It looks like Neko Kitten and Kaito. Ooh, Neko Kitten right behind Michael Kaito, and they're passing those Mentrix. Oh yeah, Mentrix who's a lap down, unfortunately, at this point. But yeah, this is a battle for position even in class. Neko Kitten, who we've seen earlier, having a bit of an incident, trying to catch the Mustang.
Well, isn't the McLaren a bit more balanced than the Mustang around here? I would expect the Mustang to absolutely pull away on the straights, but the
You've done it again! You've done it again! You've done it again! No, Neko
It's true.
kid.
That is true.
A wise person
Oh.
once said, to finish first you have to finish. And I don't mean me a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah. Oof. Well, Kaito is going to say, well, thank you for giving the British space. I really appreciate. As you're now seeing, Kenneth Losgelust. Thank you. So, chasing the Vertical High, but I think they're able to keep up with the British Snow Leopard, as is going pretty fast. As we're now seeing Savage EJ serving their pit stop with a stop and go, 30-second penalty stop and go.
Oh no,
That
is a shame. I've got tears in my eyes. Sorry, everyone. I just can't contain what just happened. At the moment.
My joke was not that good. My joke was not that good.
I don't know why it tickled me so much. I shed tears.
I will say one thing. Try and keep it inside you, because we are going to see a lot more of that later. So I don't want you to exhaust everything in the first 15 minutes of the race. I will now see drive right behind Jordan, as well we retire Branch. They're in different classes, but DJ could very well be happy to sit right behind Jordan, as we see DJ going a bit of rallying from our Filipino-American driver. And as I was about to say, DJ will probably be happy to sit behind Jordan Branch. Like, they are not losing any position on track. They have a reference of a driver. So I wouldn't really be too worried if I was in DJ, especially as the car behind is quite behind. So yeah, I would sleep soundly if I were in DJ. Go ahead.
The DJ's just kind of, I have to say, DJ's just doing this for pride or for fun. Whoa!
Ivano!
Oh my sensor!
Vista! Ooh, good crash avoidance by Ivano! But that is an M4 in the wall. That is an M4 sniffing not what is to sniff. Those cars are supposed to sniff other cars, not more. Yeah, just too late on the brakes. Gets unsettled. There we go. French kissing a wall. That was.
Oh, Bethesda.
That is a very sad-looking BMW there by Ubica. Will have to get across the Döttinger Höhe, and after that can immediately pit. So it could be worse in terms of the position where it happened.
Can we see Jordan Branch's car? Can we see Jordan's car?
I think Jordan's chilling at the moment.
Ooh,
yeah, it was successfully avoided from what we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan's still within a sniff at the moment of maybe getting up the places. Just needs to sort of keep the pace up and just execute a decent strategy from the Brunch Club pit crew. I don't know their names and I don't know what they're capable of, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Oh wait! I saw a car in the wall. My camera is set on ISA cameras, but I saw a car in the wall. That I could not see. Yeah, there was a car in the wall.
Yellow. Oh no!
It's Zero Alexander. Yeah, that is Zero Alexander.
Oh no.
Alexander, I'm sorry. Oh, that is just unlucky. Yeah, bit of grass and stay around. It sucks to see. Especially as Alexander is a lovely person, very cheerful girl. It just sucks to see them struggling here.
Well, the one thing that Tracky must advocate is please do not go outside and touch grass, because it will result in exactly what you just saw there.
Yeah, exactly. That is... it pains my heart to see that. As we're now seeing Eric Gragis, another person that I hold dearly, as they're also a very good person, rolling onto the track with a scratched nose, but overall a quite intact Aston Martin.
I
Decent race
Say that.
from Eric.
I want to quickly shout out two of our drivers who had the best starts, it seems. Ekimali Boroshenso Evano made up 10 positions from the starting position on the grid, from P19
nice.
into P9. Also, Jordan Brunch made up 10 positions as well, from P20 into P10.
Jesus wept.
Ooh.
Oh, right, we can't cast him ever again now for the rest of the race. I must go.
That is some curb usage. And yeah, Jordan is catching up to Evano. Like, not excessively, but still noticeably.
Well, I think they've kept their nose clean of trouble at the moment. It's looking pretty decent for Jordan. All they've got to really do is just keep pumping in the laps at the moment. It's 40 minutes to go. You've still got plenty of window for your stop. I'm quite surprised though, the Nissan of Ruby Nakamata actually is dropping off of Amet at the moment. But I know Amet.
Oh,
I
that's
think we might see our answer why. Yeah, just a loss of traction there. The track was on fast and that's gone to optimum, but even still, the Nissan's having a little bit of a squibbly moment.
But even still, these two are in a league of their own right now, or Matt sliding into the different corners as we just saw. But both of them last time around have done an 8:13 and an 8:15 respectively. The next best time was an 8:23 by Isaac Umbris, who is currently in P3. Ooh. So it looks like these two are just a league of their own today.
Yeah,
absolutely. I have to agree with that assessment completely. I mean, I met there from the quali times, had me obviously fangirl into oblivion, as unfortunately all of you have heard. Oh no, yellow flag somewhere. Oh, I don't know where it is. It might be somewhere.
Wait, give me a second, I will maybe check.
I don't know. Oh, no, it's fine again.
Yeah, race control didn't say anything. Maybe a bit of a spignala, very small.
Someone somewhere has died. That's all we know, and that's all we can tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh no.
That is a weird place to stop.
There's no damage on the car though. Is there a tech issue probably? Oh,
could be. Could have been.
Yeah, seems the case. Oh, assist the team of Techno. But do you know what? I need someone to sit me down and map out every team of Technoburst and who is where. Like a big spider web, I swear. I just can't keep up with all of you.
Well, one is here in the commentary booth, and the other guys are on track.
Fair enough. Well, I'll have to live with that for now. I'm surprised Julian's not made his own team, to be fair. Oh!
Loose! Oh, that is hot, that is hot. Dedalus. If you're hearing us, bit easier on the car, like, brake a little bit earlier. Don't worry, no one is behind you. Take it easy. There is no rush.
That's for P3 in the silvers.
Yeah.
And who's gaining 82 and 97? Oh.
Yeah. Evano Sensoi and Jordan Branch are kind of chasing him. So, actually, Dedalus, please be in a rush, but not in a rush that will put you into a wall, please. Because those two BMWs, or BMWs, for our German viewers, I don't think they will stay there for a long time.
BMW.
These drivers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we are.
Exactly. This is going to be a three-way battle here for P3 sooner rather than later, as both Ivano and Jordan Brunch have been catching up to Dedalus, and yeah. Weirdly enough, the only German in that three-way battle is the only one not driving a German car.
Wow. Yeah. Well, how the turntables, as one might say. Oh well. Oh, that car is not. Yeah, that Ford's really not looking too happy right now. I think this is going to get a little bit of a dogfight now, by the looks of things.
Those BMWs for our German viewers. Behind, like especially Vanos, it looks like it has some eyebrows that are kinda angry, not going to lie, as Luda Luepo, ooh, that's any wall, ooh, that is an NSX that has seen better days.
Absolutely.
Dedalus survive. There is the easiest sector on the entire circuit to be to defend. At the same time, Evano and Jordan are not going to take an offer and answer. They will try and overtake whenever they can, wherever they can.
Oh, Jordan, what? He's P3! How has he done it? The brunch has a munch.
Yeah,
Oh.
if two people fight, the third takes advantage, as a Polish man with a balaclava once said. So,
What?
good job, Jordan, and Evano needs to be a little bit more patient, I guess. Unless
Wow.
Evano gets buffed by Jordan, in which case Jordan... that was a bit dirty, if you bumped Ivano into Dedalus. If. Big if. Massive if.
Yeah, the stewards
yeah,
will have a
we
look
see-
at that.
Yeah, we see now Dedalus giving way to Ekimari, Borans, and Soy. So Evano did not lose any position, but he lost the position on his competitor, which is Jordan Branch. So I would say that Jordan won, Dedalus lost, and Evano has been caught in the middle, I would say.
Depending on whether Ivano gets a penalty or not. But Jordan!
In the wall. Oh, also update from one of our racers in AM. Kagero Kanemoto game crashed multiple times, so it just sucks for them. Sometimes it does happen. It's being coded by Italians. It could be spaghetti coding, literally. But you never know, as we now have Evano chasing Jordan Branch here on the dirty near her.
Oh, Jordan, you gotta run, buddy. I don't think this P3 is gonna be given to you on a plate.
Yeah. Jordan Branch will have to fight for this one. It's not going to be easy.
Certainly not. I mean, Kohai at the moment. Wait a second.
Kohai is
Yeah.
flying.
What?
Kohai is even
What
attacking
is-
Zul right now in Pro.
Oh my lord. Is Kohai gonna put this P4? No way.
It looks
mean-
to be he's definitely challenging for it. Overall P4 for Kohai, which that would be an amazing achievement for him.
Yeah. Also, while it will not make sense on a standpoint perspective, as we now see both
All the
Jordan
time,
and
too.
Evan in the pits, it will make sense for Kohai to put a car between him and P2, which is Kenneth Los Gelöst, and having Zulakihara between you two can be a pretty big guarantee on your P1 in class.
Wow. So just, I saw there's people that are just completely just outperforming expectations today, and you can see it. Kohai is climbing over the back of Akihara at the moment. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Just wow.
And also DJ. Right now, temporarily in P9, as they have yet to serve their pit stop, DJ we saw in the Zambot race to be very, very good for an AM driver. And yeah, Biggie Hugs also, with a good recovery drive, they did serve their pit stop very early, so once other drivers will pit, they will be ahead of them.
And that is exactly what's happening now. Hugs. I think Hugs is going to come out ahead of Brunch and Sensoi. No?
Yeah,
Looks like it.
Probably, however,
Yes.
it will not be for position, as Hugs is in a class higher than
seems
Sensoi
like
and Jordan Branch.
If Ivano jumped Jordan in the pits.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my god! He did!
yeah, my guess is that maybe Jordan did repair the car a little bit. Maybe. It would make sense if he did.
I think both of them have. Wow.
Yeah. But maybe Jordan had more damage. We will not know. I mean, we will see in the Vtracc channel later. But good job on Ivano to get the jump on Jordan. That is very nice to see.
And car number 6, VT at the moment, has not taken their stop yet, so they're going to have to repass them, and you can just see the damage and how it's hampering them at the moment at the front and the rear.
Daedalus will have to push, but with a broken car, I don't think it's going to be feasible.
But there is quite a gap between the cars. It's about a minute
True.
or about a minute more even, minute and a half between the two cars, between the three cars. So I don't think it's going to be any danger this lap around. Especially seeing that Kaito Nasa is even between those, currently about 18 seconds behind Daedalus. So if anything, Kaito Nasa would be the next person to catch up.
Deep. Bit deep into there. Yeah, if anything, Kaito might be the next person to catch up to them. Even then, Kaito is quite behind Daedalus. However, Kaito does have an intact car. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, I did not commit to the curse Kaito, but yeah, at this point in time, Kaito has a pretty intact car, and so if, I do not want to commit to the curse, but if it keeps on going this way, I'm just stating what's happening on the track, okay? No commentators curses here.
You know, the more often you say, I don't want to commentators curses, the more likely it's going to happen.
Trust me, it won't. It was revealed to me in a dream.
Ah, yes. The magic sauce.
Yeah.
The bunch is getting quite punchy at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a move, it's going to be a move, it's going to be a move. They have to put the pressure.
Ivan's too defensive, but Jordan has just so much more acceleration. I think that Ivano might have even let him by. Maybe, I'm not too sure. Yeah, good one on Jordan Branch.
I think it was just the exit that was better for Jordan Branch there, out of the corner.
Yeah. 100% agree with that assessment. I think now it's just going to be about who's a bit braver into this parts. Here, Brunch really took quite a braking maneuver. Oh, it's going to be close.
Not close enough for an overtake, but yes, they're quite close. And Ivano can still take this slipstream, and at Foxhole, it is one of the most difficult corners of the track, so anything can always happen. But knowing Jordan, nothing will happen.
Seems like Daedalus VT reset to pits. Reset to pits.
Oh, that's a two. Yeah. Oh, that's a two back to pits. So yeah, Jordan and Ivano will get the position on Daedalus.
Jordan's made it to P3 from P20. That is, well, P20 overall, but P3 in class. Now that is some effort, I have to commend. Wow.
Yeah. And as a reminder, technically Jordan is in P4 in class, I think, because Kaito Nasa, Kenneth Logs Gelust, and Dirty Kohai have yet to...
Oh, you're right, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, with them having yet to pit, Jordan Branch could very well be in P2 in class, P3, or...
I mean, certainly...
If we want to be very brave, even P1, potentially.
Certainly Kaito Nasa will be behind Jordan Branch and Ivano. However, there's a minute between Kenneth Losgelust and Kaito Nasa at the moment. So probably the duo of them will come out between Nasa and Losgelust. But then again, there's also only 4 seconds between Losgelust and Kohai. So any pit scenario between the two could turn the tables quite significantly and quickly.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. And you know, this is in our Schleife, so everything can always happen, for better or for worse, depending on what side of defense you are. So yeah, the only thing for us to do, for us commentators to say, is to sit back and wait, as I think that was Kohai, the dirt that was picked up by going slightly wide on exit. All us commentators can do is sit back, relax, enjoy, and just do some yapping about what is happening on track, which is very interesting.
I think it's quite hard to relax right now watching the potential of Kohai being in the top 4. I'm in the top 5 at the moment. Oh, I met in the pits. Strategy starting to play out now.
Pitting. Let's see, is Ruby going to pit now, or is she going to try an overcut? No, that's... Ooh, very tight. Like, I'm not sure...
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Is this mandatory tyres?
Yeah, mandatory tyres, yes.
I thought so.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure if Ruby was able to slow down to 50 kilometers per hour in time. I think so. You never truly want 100% no.
It looks as if Omet's not exactly in the pit box.
Yeah, that seems to be the case, but I'm pretty sure that
this-
Omet, with all the gaps she built, will be able to come out ahead of Rubin Komata. As we are now seeing Ubi use DJ Overdrive for overall position.
DJ, no.
Well, that's the quite a damaged Aston now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you
it's
also can
all-
confirm that Omet Om came out ahead from the pits compared to Rubin and Komata. However, I think that the gap shrunk a little bit.
Well, in any case,
Yeah.
Isaac Umbris is now the leader of the race.
Yeah.
Isaac, the consistency king, as per usual, just sort of
Yeah.
blasts on a Spotify playlist and enjoys lapping around.
It looks like
my
Ubi
lord.
Diaz is going to pass here.
Yeah,
Kaito
and
Nasa.
looks like Kite also let off to facilitate the overtake. Not needed, but I guess that he is going to say, well, thank you, I appreciate it.
I
As
think
well
we're
as
gonna have.
Ooh.
I think we're in for a potential battle for the AMs and maybe even the silver class. I'm not sure how it's all going to play out strategy-wise, but this race is far from over, I have to say.
Yeah, can confirm. As in the arms for P1, Kenneth Lusgeler, this stuff for tires for the monitor, but Dirty High is going. So I'm not sure if Lusgeler wants to try to undercut Kuhai or overcut Lusgeler. It will be interesting to see what will happen.
Kohai is in P2. Clip it, save it, paste it somewhere. Wow.
Oh, but not for long. That's so Matt Tom in the review mirrors. It's going to be...
Ooh, Omet. Whoa, cold tires, Omet.
Yeah, but don't worry. Omet is an experienced driver and she knows how to tame the Audi, so... We'll
He experienced
go
it going sideways. Did you see Indianapolis, perchance? Oh lord, they're skating everywhere.
That was scary. Luckily, Kuhai was able to keep it outside of the road. Very easy, very clean. Good job, Kuhai, on holding the brakes. Yeah, just cooked a little bit. That's a bit of a bump, but yeah, overall, safe rejoin. Not much she could have really done there, but yeah. Good damage minimization. But now, Rubin Komata is rapidly approaching, and that GTR will probably zoom past that M4 on a straight line. We know that the BMW or BMW is pretty quick on a straight line, but the GTR, oh boy, that is quick, especially with that Eternal Polaris livery, which we all know from playing Tokyo Extreme Racer, that adds usually 15 horsepower, 20. That.
Uber Diaz has put it in P1 now for class as well.
Oh, very nice.
Wow, what a change of positions we've had over the course of this hour race.
Yeah, that's a great.
It's not, it's just...
Ooh, Asa!
Oh no!
Again! Asa really not lucky in your Schleife. That is not the best of races for our Irish shark-loving driver. Oh yeah, overcooked into the corner. Ugly.
Yeah. Let go of that wheel and just pray, I'd assume, because damn, that was quite a large impact.
Like, we know that Asa is not straight with her preferences, and sure as hell, that car is also not straight with his Ubi is also in the wall again before the little fuel cell. Yeah.
Easily done.
Grass,
just a bit of grass on the outside, yeah, easily done. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Very much. God, you say it's just any moment it happens. Oh, Ruby.
But
that's a sand.
We saw Kohai indicating there. Kohai let Ruby past.
Yeah, that was still a bit of a sand from Ruby. Wow.
What I will say is, at the moment, Omet's 17.2 away from Umbrus, but I think they've got a little bit of traffic up ahead as well, potentially. I don't know if they've cleared Asa now.
Yeah,
I think
like
it's far from over this race. Ruby. Oh wait,
yeah.
no, hang
To
on.
be fair,
no,
if I were
that's-
in Omet, I would not be worried about Isaac, as Isaac has yet to stop.
This is true. I think it's just when you can get held up a little bit, especially at the Nords, and it's quite hard to make those passes on some of these sections. It is going to cost you, and Ruby will be taking anything they can get hold of at the moment to try and promote themselves back up the order.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, Kanemoto.
But what I quickly want to shout out as well, even though we've heard earlier that Kanemoto has had trouble with the game crashing, still continues on. What a trooper.
Truly, absolutely fair play to you, mate, honestly. And that's one of the biggest perseverances of sim racing. You can have everything go against you, and I've most certainly had many a time things have gone against me in races, but the perseverance to try and make those points back up and try and get back up there is all that matters. Long championship ahead, each point matters. Really does in a longer season.
Yeah, I have to agree. As we're now seeing Ivano chasing Jordan Branch here on the technical section of life. That was close to the track limits for comfort. Very, very close. But yeah.
The gap.
Yeah.
I've just noticed the gap between Ruby and Amet was 8.3 before the stops. It's now dropped to 5.7.
Yeah, let me see race control what it tells me. The gap is actually up to 6.8 seconds. So Omet did lose some time in the pits, but it's not pulling a gap from Ruby and Komata. So Evano, no, Evanio. You hate to see it. You hate when it happens. Yeah.
Gone too far, yeah, and it tightens up that section. It's so deceptive. It's so deceptive that happens.
Yeah, you got to remember it. Otherwise, it's going to be nasty. Like Schleife has a lot of blind corners, and those are corners you need to remember for all the 21 kilometers of Nordschleife, plus the 5 kilometers of the chippy loop. So it's not going to be easy, is it?
Well, in the last 18 minutes... Oh no! I just won't speak then. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, do speak.
It's my fault.
Yeah. You will... that was also going straight right behind them.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong. It's just a bit of a... Yeah, you're just a bit too close. No time to react, and they've both coasted rather unfortunately into the wall, and that is going to be all that they wrote there. Uber DS at the moment holds P1 for the AMs, and oh no, crunch!
And Ivano is going to say, well, thank you very much, son, I will be ahead. Ooh, that's one each. That is one each that happened.
The brunch has a munch with the wall, and it's not looking fantastic at all. Oh, Jordan, no. What happened?
Poor Jordan. Yeah, I'm going to guess just a bit of curb, maybe being a bit of a bit... Yeah, there we go.
No.
Not yet.
What the...
Unfortunately, we didn't quite find it out here.
Oh, I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah, loss of control. And Jordan is going to take the position back.
Well, I'll say that if life comes at you fast, huh? 1 minute you're in the P3s, and the next minute you take a little Tony Hawk skater of the curbs. I know that is going to put Jordan back up to P3.
It does happen from time to time, as we see Kulhari pitting, Isaac Amras. Who else is pitting? Daedalus, I think? Yeah, Daedalus is also in the pits. We will probably also see Neko Kitten in the pits soon. Kagero Kanemoto also in the pits. Everyone that did not pit yet.
Oh, Jordan, no, you've done it again.
Even a more damage car. What happened? Was that a little chaos? No, just two
That was
there.
the same incident that Jordan had already once today. This time a bit heavier though, unfortunately, and causing quite a lot of damage on the front. Oh yeah.
No, Jordan, no!
Jordan.
I thought it was the podium.
Yeah, that is no schlecht for you.
Jordan, no!
Sometimes it just happens.
Sometimes it just comes at you.
Yeah.
Oh, unbelievable. Now, what is the order of the grid for the top three? Obviously,
Well,
Amet's P1.
It looks like Kenneth Loskalus is pretty much the big winner of the pitting session, because look at how much ahead he is right now of Kohai.
Oh my God, you're right. Absolutely, yeah.
It must have been a...
themselves-
Yeah, sorry.
No,
I
please.
was thinking loudly. My bad, I was just thinking loudly. Please.
It's just too much action to understand. Oh, it's all going on. From what I've unpacked. So
Launcher, that's a door to the pizza!
what's this? No,
Oh, no.
no, Jordan, no.
Wait. Okay, Isaac Amras is in P4, being undercut by his teammate Zula Kihara. Also,
Oh my God.
yeah, one thing I wanted to say earlier. Ooh, dirty Kohai, stop and go penalty. 30 seconds.
Oh no, Kohai, no.
Yeah, something I wanted to say before. Kohai did have a bit of a slow lap. I think they did spin right ahead of my Tom earlier. Maybe a bit of a slow lap here and there, probably. Lurgadot also absolutely sent it the lap, and yeah. Kohai found himself behind Lurgadot, and also now with a stop and go second, with a 30-second stop and go penalty. English is hard. Kohai, that's a race to forget. I'm sorry, but I forgot.
Yeah, Rossi, English is hard, you're right, and it doesn't help that some of these people have German names then as well. So there's so many languages coming together.
Absolutely. And what I will say is, looking at it, Umbris lost out despite the consistent splits. Akihara's made up the gap, made the pass, and now Isaac's got to do what they don't normally do, which is throw some caution to the wind and actually push the AMG just that bit harder to try and catch up.
You say that, but you haven't witnessed GTM then, because that is where Isaac Umbris does everything in his power to stop Alex Curto from winning. Unsuccessfully so far, however, he keeps on trying, and that's good enough.
That's respectable. Or Isaac might be... Yeah, Isaac might be missing out on the podium potentially if they cannot make this place up. Ruby Nakamura at the moment is hanging the time around the 5.8, 5.7, maybe even 6 second category now. Lap time's pretty identical to Amet. So is Amet... I don't know if I can even say this right. Is Amet going to get P1? Is this going to happen?
Right now, Omet is sitting in P1, so she's a candidate.
I do agree, but I mean, look, I like Amet a lot. However, I do believe Amet sometimes...
Ooh, don't say that.
Don't look at them again. Don't look at them again. No, we can't look at them again. No, I can't be responsible for another curse on Amet. Oh, my lord. Right. As I was going to say.
Look, if you're going to curse Omet, I will curse Ruby, okay?
Okay, that's right. We'll handshake on it. Right. Omet, the one unfortunate thing that Omet does have for them is they push well, they know the car well, don't get me wrong, but there's just that moment of madness from Omet where they just push the car too hard. And it always steps out. The Audi is synonymous with it.
Yeah.
And I just feel with the tyres degrading a bit more, the heat's there.
Oh god, yeah, Omet is really pushing it. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that might be too much pushing. That
mean,
is.
Oh, Isaac, do you think about it? It's your teammate,
Moodkurve,
it's your Technoburst
Moodkurve.
teammate.
Please don't Moodkurve. Please don't do it into Moodkurve.
He probably won't. Bravery corner, easy. Yeah, there
I
we
think
go.
Isaac is going to be putting on the pressure, which is something I don't usually see from them. They're not usually one that's chasing after places. They're usually just keeping it cool and consistent. So this is a brilliant showing for me to see what Isaac is capable of in the AMG on the chase and how they're going to get the move done. I mean, Akihara's got 10 minutes. They've got to run. Nails the carousel quite well. I think Isaac was just a little bit off at the moment, so they're going to make a little bit of distance there. Nice exit. Akihara is P3. There's silverware on the line potentially. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, but knowing Zul, he's quicker. Knowing Ambra, Isaac, he's also quicker. And we see Kaito Nasa going a bit slowly before that finger hook. That's an interesting. Oh no, that's not that finger hook. That is down this section before the bridge. Oh yeah, just a bit wild, but good job on Kaito for not crashing into the wall. Very good job. We're now also seeing
Ubidius has gotten a car between himself and DJ Overdrive, who is second currently in the M class. So a bit of a safety buffer there for Ubidius.
Yeah, but DJ Overdrive is more than 1 minute behind Kaito Nasa. So
now,
I'm
in all
not sure
fairness,
if that was even needed.
Fair enough. Now, in all fairness, since I said I would do it, Ruby Nekomata has one big issue. She's driving the Nissan. The only car I've ever driven in Assetto Corsa Competizione which at the same time, with the same setup, can oversteer and understeer at the same time. So that is quite something, quite an achievement the car can have. Not quite a good one. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that it won't happen to Ruby Nekomata today. As she's catching Omets quite heavily.
Ruby did gain a lot on the Dattering Her, now the gap is 3.6 seconds, as Ruby Nekomata went 5.7 seconds faster than Omet Om on the last lap. If Ruby keeps this pace up, she could very well catch up Omet this lap. Easy.
Isaac. Oh, there's trying to dodge the slipstream. You can tell the tactics are starting to get in. It's going to get down and dirty between the Technoburst teammates at the moment. Isaac knows it, trying to reel it in. Zul at the moment is just letting them punch a hole in the air. Isaac, I think it's going to be right on the rear bumper coming up to the banner here. Oh, you can see it grinding through the gears.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's not close enough to Zul to actually try anything. Even with the slipstream, and if anything, that Aston Martin is much faster than the NG on the straight line. Keep it easy, easy Zul, easy. Yeah, don't worry Zul. He's going to be alright, but he gets it.
Isaac to the right.
Yeah, I feel like there may be some team orders in there, like do not wipe each other out. You can raise yourselves, but do not wipe each other out. Yeah, there we go. As we now see Zula Kihara.
No! Damn it! Get that rule book and throw it out of here. Get back to battling, damn it. Isaac puts the place over, but by just being let past there. So I'm sure you can grab that rule book and throw it out, my friend. You are really quick, and I've seen it before. Come on, give us a bit more.
Oh, is that a toe back to the pits?
That is a toe back for DJ.
Oh, it sucks to see, but yeah, that's Aston Martin, to be fair, was quite damaged, so I am not surprised to see it happen.
Oh God, this is getting intense now. I'm ramping up my blood rate. I can see it. As I see Daedalus, sir. Come back.
Yeah.
Daedalus.
You try to.
Daedalus.
Oh no, stop and go. Yeah, stop and go. 30
The first
seconds stop and go.
yeah.
As we will also see Dirty Kohai stopping for the stop and go.
Well, we'll have to
penalty.
see. Coming up to the start finish straight right now, and coming into the pits.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, slow down in time, Kohai there. Did he do
I think
it?
they panicked. They panicked so hard they put the damn indicator on.
And that
See
on a
it blinking.
BMW. That must be a retrofit.
True, very true.
Oh, fantastic work. Well, they're going to serve that stop and go. Zool is back on the rear bumper of Isaac. Yes, the rule book's out the window. Asa! Oh, Asa, no.
Asa was following
Oh,
the
that's
two
nice.
right there, as we saw.
Yeah. That's a race to forget from our Irish driver, but Zool is not quite close to Isaac.
Oh, snap.
He's not too far behind. I think the gap is 1.2 seconds, but it's not close enough.
Listen, I know you're a teammate of theirs, Rossi, and I know you want to breathe some hope. Okay.
Ooh,
But
Guys,
Lucky
don't do
Horror. Oh, it's getting close. I think it's going to be a change of position soon. Akihara's right on the rear bumper now of Umbris. Go on.
I know.
Go on. Get those team orders out of here. Make the push. Come on. You know you can. I know it's going to happen.
I know how to make them behave. Isaac, Zool, if you're listening to me, do not crash. If you do not crash, I wish Cynthia from Pokemon Art with
Isaac Zool, listen to me.
No Cynthia for you.
Isaac Zool, listen to me. You need to go for the shorts material. You need to be famous on the interwebs. Go for whatever makes that happen.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. As Akihara is riding on the rear bumper at the moment. Umbris getting closer and closer. Isaac feeling the pressure, I think. They were let through earlier. But Akihara, they're getting closer. Isaac's taking it a little bit more calmer, a little bit more tempered there. Goes deep! Goes deep. Akihara's going to have to run, I think. It was not going to turn on a dime. It's always gone a bit deep as well. Both of them, a bit more mistakes happening. The pressure is on. And because it's between your teammates, I think there's an essence of pride there. The rulebook might be in play, but you're going to rip it up, you're going to burn it, and you're going to throw it away because this is about the podium. And this is what matters here. It's the points, it's the glory, and it's the damn silverware that goes with it.
If I may talk about something besides the podium for a brief second, Daedalus did serve the drive-through, but yeah, they're stop and go, but they apparently got another one. So we get another 30-second stop and go penalty. So, to Isaac and Zool, if you're listening, you can race each other. Just don't crash. As long as you don't crash, it will be alright. Don't worry, you will get your reward. As long as you both don't crash, alright? There we go.
Also, I will just say one thing really quick. It looks to be that we are going to have one more lap after this. Omet will come around just in time for one more lap.
Oh, get in there. This is fantastic. What a thrilling conclusion to the Nürburgring.
There is going to be...
Oh, she saved it. She saved it. Omet saved it. But the gap is now down to 2.8 seconds. For a brief moment, 2.6. But Nissan is really struggling on the technical section right here on the Nordschleife. Gap is now down to 2.2 seconds. Gap is now down to 2.2 seconds, 2.3.
Oh, Ruby wants the jewels, and you can sure see it with how they're getting closer and closer. Oh, boy, mate, you're going to have to do a bit better than that, my friend. Skating and surfing Tony Hawks and over the curbs is not going to help your Audi as Ruby just climbs closer and closer. Oh, Julian, hold my hand. I can't take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly fly to the UK to hold your hand. Give me just a few hours to be there. In the meanwhile, we'll have to take a look at what is going on here. Because, I mean, the gap is almost back at 3 seconds now. But as I said, there will be one more lap to conclude this race. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be 8.5 more minutes for Ruby to catch up. For Zool to catch up. And for Biggie Hugs to catch up.
Will there actually be one more lap, actually? Because Omet, by losing the time with that VTubers almost being grass touching, might have lost.
No, definitely. No. With one,
no, there is
definitely one more lap. Definitely, 100%. We're not even on 1.5 minutes. We're already in the Döttinger Höhe. Easy, one more lap.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, it's all kicking off now, isn't it? I can't believe it. I never thought this would be happening, but it is. You've got a three-way battle here. You've got Hugs in the Bentley making an absolutely incredible recovery drive, synonymous for Hugs. They may be down, but you can just never count them out, even in the Bentley. I mean, well, especially in the Bentley. Sorry, Julian, but I have to say, it's got to be close for that P5 at the moment as well. Oh man.
Well, yeah, we're going to have another lap. I can confirm. Leader is on the final lap, confirmed.
Oh,
Don't worry, by 40 seconds. By 40 seconds, we have one extra lap.
2.7 is the gap behind as well for P1 at the moment. I thought the Nissan would be a bit closer with that boost, but I have to see how the last lap goes. Hugs at the moment closing in on Gregis. Julian, you must be excited seeing a Bentley in contention now.
It's definitely exciting to see Biggie Hugs having the opportunity to overtake here. Overtake a dear friend of mine as well, Eric Gregg, is driving in the Aston Martin here. It's going to be... I don't know who to support between these two. Well, I definitely do, because Bentley is better than Friendship.
Yeah, that is true, but both Greg and Biggie are both Technoburst drivers, so I mean, if they do some big oopsie, there will be a stern talk from Psycho Kaiser to them, so guys, don't do anything stupid.
Exactly, that means Biggie, go for it.
Yes, absolutely, get that book and throw it out the window. I mean, give it the revs.
Biggie will have this lift now, so that Bentley might actually do it here on this track. We will see.
Here's the problem. Yes, we do have the slipstream. However, the Bentley is horrible in a straight line. Its strength is actually the corners, the cornering, the acceleration out of the corners, and braking into the corners. So this is going to be good to keep on the tail of Eric Gregis and to prepare an overtake later on. But it's probably not going to get them close enough to go for an overtake. And as I say that, what is going on?
Unless...
No way!
Oh, Greg, let's Biggie boy!
What a move! Hugs is in P5 from nowhere.
I mean, to be fair, like in order to throw some cold on the fire, I did feel like Greg did let Biggie by a little bit, so yeah, there is that.
Do not ruin the mood right now. The Bentley, completely on pace, managed to overtake here. Definitely 100% beautifully done. And I don't know what Biggie did, like completely screwed off the rear wing, I don't know, in order to make this car fast enough on the straight line to go for an overtake. I have no idea. But you know what else is going on? Ruby is getting closer.
Oh my god, the gap is nowhere. Oh my lord.
1 second of a gap. The gap might go below 1 second. Ruby, that's 1 second. That is below 1 second. The gap is officially below 1 second. Ruby Nekomata is officially less than 1 second away from Omet Om. Ooh, this will be interesting.
This is going to be really intense. Omet knows it and they can feel the pressure, trying to keep the Audi in a straight line at the moment, skating it left and right almost. You could just see it climbing the barrier on the exit, the bloody curve. Oh, I can't even speak, it's just too much going on. Ruby climbing through the gears.
Don't worry. Relax, Charles, relax, do not worry. Breathe in, breathe out.
Don't worry.
I'm worried.
Slowly, please. I do not want you to have a heart attack, please.
Oh. I can't take it. I can't take it. It was another pit stop.
Just
go penalty.
Charlton, let's calm you down a little. Let's take a look at Daedalus serving his stop go 30 penalty for a second time. Cool down. Don't worry. Be happy. Just chill. And now we're going back to the action.
Oh my god! It's gonna kick off again. It's under a second. Is the gap?
1.4 actually, 1.4. Omet On did gain almost half a second in the technical section. However, we know that the Nissan is not the best in the technical section. It is a bit of want to be honest. But once we are in a power section like this one is going to come up very soon, I think that GTR can do some.
That was a beautiful exit there by Ruby Nekomata, catching Omet's Ohm here on the run-up. Now the exit for the uphill section is going to be important to see whether Ruby Nekomata can catch up with Omet Ohm after all. And it looks like the gap stayed the same, and it looks like Ruby Nekomata is catching on the uphill section.
Gap is 0.8. Gap is about to go 0.7. Oh yeah, that GTR is really pulling. That GTR is really pulling. 0.6. 0.6. Gap is 0.6 seconds. That GTR is half a second behind.
It's all kicking off here. It's just the fact that I know Omet needs to just hold the gap at some avenue as much as they can, because when it gets that straight and the boost kicks in, I think it might be game over. They've really got to assess the situation here, if they can drop the gap or if they're just going to have to try to get alongside Ruby there, because whoever is behind is going to have that advantage. Going in there straight! It's all gone wrong! Oh my god, Omet has remained ahead just about.
Gap is 0.1. Gap is 0.1.
It's
the gap
pretty
is
much
5
zero.
millimeters, mate. There's nothing in it. Oh, damn it, Trees, get out of the way! Ruby is right on the rear of Omet at the moment. Omet is fighting for their lives in the Audi at the moment. There's nothing in it as Ruby has pushed so hard over the last few laps. Oh, my heart really can't take it.
To be fair, Omet still has a chance of winning this. This is the technical section. The Audi should be faster than Nissan here, but Omet needs to build a bit of a gap to the GTR, big enough gap, so when they get to the Nottingham Highway, it will be big enough to actually have a safety net, and from there just defend like a lion.
Did you say big enough?
That was good. That was very good. Thank you for that.
Yeah, gap is up 2.7, no 0.6.
Oh no, I think Omet's going to have to really think about the tactics here going, because you're running out of tarmac to defend from, and honestly, if you're Ruby, I think you're also counting the centimetres of tarmac you've got left to chase in through this section that goes left, darts into the right, you're holding it tight, you're trying to get as much as you can out of it, dodging over the barrier, well, curving there. The boost kicks in, but I don't think it's enough at the moment in time. Curves to the right, Audi has better grip here, traction looks good, looking well. And you can just see, no, I think, oh yeah, Ruby just climbs the grass there, loses a bit of traction, but it's coming into the all decider here. It's all going to come down to this massive straight.
Yeah, did I think I heard it?
Oh, a little bit of a grass clip.
Oh!
Pushes it all the way. She's on the grass. Oh my god, is it enough? Is the boost going to be too much? I don't know.
That might actually be enough.
I think the distance is too long. I don't think there is any slipstream right now going on. But the Nissan is quicker on a straight line, just by naturally.
I can confirm the slipstream, but the natural lower speed for the Nissan is there. Gap is no back to point.
There's a yellow flag right ahead. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh my god, no, someone's crashed. Oh, what's happened?
Oh, it was an NSX, but it doesn't look like it's. She went a bit deep. It's going to be next to the line. It's going to be next to the line.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That was close. Also.
Oh my god!
Please, Charles. Please relax. Please relax. Please relax. Don't worry. It is. Ruby Nekomata snatched a victory right at the end of the race in that Eternal Polaris Nissan GTR. That was close. The gap at the end was less than 1/10 of a second. Ooh, wow. As we are now seeing Isaac Cambras in the... I think that's... Yeah, Isaac Cambras is approaching the Nottingham. And I think they're in a pretty commanding position compared to Zula Kihara, which is 12 seconds behind. Then Kenneth Lusgelot is now approaching the little carousel, followed by Biggie Hugs behind a little bit.
Jojo, yeah. I'm sorry. When I said earlier,
Sorry.
Zool and Isaac should go for whatever gives the most views. This is the sort of thing I was talking about. My jaw was on the floor after that finish. What the hell? How close do you want it? This is as close as it can get. What was that finish?
That was very lucky. I have to be honest, that was very lucky on Ruby and Cole's end, as I am seeing that Tom did confirm that the car didn't turn off when it comes to brake reference, I think. And she did also drive on 60 seconds of damage for 2 laps. I feel so bad for Matt, but at the same time, Ruby must feel like in heaven.
But also, we have seen now Isaac Umbris finishing P3, Azula Chiara finishing in P4, and Kenneth Losgelöst, the first of the silver drivers, winning the silver class today. Beautiful ride by Kenneth, followed by Biggie Hugs, the Bentley.
Hugsy!
Finishing in P5 in the pro class, and Eric Gregg is finishing in P6.
Hey.
Very nice from Greg. As we now have Ivano in P2, very good showing from our Turkish driver.
Absolutely. What a great effort. I mean, I have to say, sorry, I am still alive, everyone. Don't worry. I had to peel myself off of the floor after that finish.
To be fair, my ears aren't alive anymore.
I'm so sorry. Oh, just, my lord, that was insanity. Insanity. But there you go. Sensoi there. P2 in the silver.
Good job on Ivano. As we actually have yet another battle between Kaitonas and Dirty Kuhai.
Oh, this one is closer on the straight than the one that we saw earlier. Maybe this will be enough for a bit of a slipstream. It does not look like it, and this Mustang is pulling away on the straight from the BMW.
Mustang's got the legs. I think Mustang's got the legs.
Yeah, BMW is losing time. It is actively losing time. I see it losing tenths. Gap is now 0.9. Might probably be 1 second soon. Yeah, 1 second. The Mustang is pulling away on the line. That's just how these cars are balanced. As Ruby just finished P1 in AM. Very good showing from our German driver. As Kaitonasa is going to finish, but Dirty Kuhai caught up quite a lot in the last section. It's now going to be quite enough to finish on the podium in silver. Nonetheless, good showing from both of these drivers. As we will see in 3 minutes roughly. Andy Terrible finishing probably the race, but they've yet to reach the carousel. That is the Nordschleife. Yeah, that is...
I just can't believe what an absolutely sensational race that was. That's got to be one of my favourite casts I think I've ever done in my life. That was...
Yeah.
And this is the car that made it all possible.
Oh, EJ finished! EJ did finish! P2 in class!
Wow.
Wait, no, P2 or P3 in class? It's... Okay, my race control is telling me P2... I think it might be P3, maybe? Because here on the broadcast I see that Yanni Terrible compared to EJ, but my race control tells me that Savage EJ is ahead of Yanni Terrible. I do know who's right. So we'll see. Once Yanni Terrible crosses the line, who is going to be P2 in the AM class?
EJ just finished the 7th lap. Ian the Terrible is about to finish their 8th lap. So yes, after that, Ian the Terrible will take P2 in the AM class, given that they finish this lap as well. Neko Kitten as well is coming into the start-finish straight to finish in their class. Since some people have already left the server, we don't know where exactly, but a finish on the Nordschleife itself is already worth a celebration.
Yeah.
You see Amatrix Saints coming onto the Duttinger Höhe right now. followed by DJ Overdrive. Zero Alexander also still out, finishing this 7th lap of theirs. So it's, again, Zero Alexander we saw in the beginning as well, having had quite some issues, now also has some issues, but again, just continuing to race on. What a trooper. Oh boy, it seems like we have...
That was quite a lot.
Whoa. That was... well, I'm sure, Charlton, you will be very sore... Your voice will be very sore tomorrow, so...
Oh, I don't know how I'm even going to wake up tomorrow after that. My lord. That was absolutely brilliant. What a fantastic race and a thrilling finish across all the categories. I had to just sit back and soak it all in. Wow. Just wow.
Very understandable. Of course, you're physically exhausted as well after your 3-hour race today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot blame you. At the same time, my poor ears.
I'm so sorry. I just coughed up. I just can't handle it. Oh god. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think also we can get you a mic that doesn't peak as much as yours.
Yeah.
And then you can put in all of that energy, and it will not hurt any of the ears. Looking forward to that as Ian the Terrible crosses the finish line now, and one more finisher. Zero Alexander is coming towards the Döttinger Höhe right now. Last section of the track already. Nice that we increased the session overtime so everyone can have their promised finish in the end. Zero Alexander only having, well, this one straight and an S afterwards to contend with. This will be a beautiful finish for the Ford Mustang driver.
Yeah, that's... I mean, any finish on the Nordschleife is so good on Zero Alexander to not giving up, as other drivers did. So good job, Zero. That is very nice for us to see you not giving up, still bringing it to the end, even with all the hardships you might have encountered here on the track. It is always nice to see drivers bringing it to the finish line, as we are now seeing this Mustang finally cross the finish line, and that is the race.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I will upgrade my mic soon, I promise. Oh dear. Oh man.
Oh.
Well, the car
Well,
it seems
like
Imetric Zanes.
Ruby left, so we're looking at Imetric Zanes now. Perfect. Well, that was... I'm still a bit speechless from that finish. Like, that was one of the closest finishes. I think the closest finish we have ever had at Track.eu here. And, wow, it's so wonderful that I could spend watching this, commentating this together with you, Charles and Sebastiano. So, thank you guys for being here with me, for commentating today together. And thanks to all of the viewers out there to watch this race today. It has been a wonderful time for me anyways, and I could tell from my co-commentators as well, and from the chat I could tell for the viewers as well. So yeah, any last words before we end the stream from you guys?
Go ahead, Charles.
You should go first. I'm still catching up with my heart rate probably.
First of all, thank you, Gina, for having me and Charles here in the commentary booth today. That was really an experience that was great, that I'm thankful to have been able to watch, commentate for, and enjoy it. That was genuinely amazing. Also, I would like to thank our drivers for actually giving us such a great race, especially right at the end. I am expecting that there will be some stuff that will be brought up to the stewards. But yeah, all our drivers did really good today. And also, I would like to also thank the viewers and the patrons for making this broadcast possible. We really appreciate all of you, and it is truly, truly something that we do like seeing.
I'll keep mine quite short and sweet. And yeah, thank you all for coming along and witnessing what we have and dealing with my silly voice, losing my mind as per usual. And it's been nothing short of absolute cinema. Yeah, not much else to add from me. Thank you all for coming along.
And with that, there's nothing left to say except for thank you all so much for watching, and see you on the racetrack.